How we doing, folks? Welcome to Bunker Wednesday. Yet another one. They go so fast now. I mean, the weeks go absolutely crazy. Right, got quite a few segments for you today. Obviously, the bunker updates will be at the end of the video again. A lot of other Bunker Wednesday videos, folks. So stay tuned for that. What's a new thing I want to try and do? If I remember, I want to try and read out a comment of the week sort of style, folks. So here we go. There's a comment here, just picked randomly, folks. Thought it was quite interesting. Here we go. RAF Greenham Common, episode 3, Command Bunker. Now, bear with me, folks. This is from CatCracker48. Thanks very much for your comment. And he says, I was stationed there at Greenham Common from 1983 to 1984 with security police. Mostly worked at the Gamma area, which was the cruise missile site on the Greenham Common air base, but also weapons storage area. Kind of sad seeing it all disappear. Memories. Well, yeah, it is sad. Greenham Common has really been ripped up, folks, hasn't it? I mean, there's nothing left of it really, is there? The runway, there's only a section of runway left in the middle. The fuel tanks are still there. Well, one of them is. I think one of them is. The control tower's still there. The Gamma site's still there. It was built in the 80s. And there's some other buildings as well. Command centre's still there, I believe. And a decontamination suite. Filmed that. So if you're interested in videos, folks, type in IKS Greenham Common in the YouTube search engine, and it will go back, and you'll be able to look at some of the videos. I mean, they go back to 2018, I think, them videos were. There's some real crackers there, actually, folks. I mean, go and check them out if you haven't seen them, obviously. I know there's quite a few people out there that are, that have been following IKS for many years. And thank you very much indeed. Right, there is one more thing before we move on. This is a Second World War tin helmet. This was bought for me in the early 1990s by my granddad, and this was purchased with a gas mask as well, civilian gas mask. That's in the attic at my ma's house. I think that's in really bad condition, unfortunately, because it's rotten. The rubber perishes. But this is obviously survived, folks. And yeah, this was purchased in Folkestone. I don't know if there's anyone out there who remembers this. Down that cobble street, there used to be a World War II shop, and that's where I got this from. It had all different bits and bobs in there. Yeah, so that's early 90s. That's when my granddad was still alive, and he died in 1994, so it was before then, so yeah. Let's have a look at this tin helmet, folks, and see what, the smell of it. Let's see what sort of things we can find on it. Right, stretcher bearer. This is what this means. I can't for the life of me find any photographs from the time or any tin helmets that are the same as this one. So this is where you come in, folks. This is where I want your help, is to, is this a real helmet or is this a made up? Because I've not seen them on Google search or anything like that. So can you leave that in the comment section? Just give us a little hand there, folks. But yeah, let's have a look. Underneath. It's got a 7 now. I'm taking that's the size, maybe. Size 7. This is starting to deteriorate as well. This is, obviously it's really old. It's going crunchy, if you know what I mean. Let's see if we can zoom in a bit, folks. Yeah, I mean, this was bought in the early 90s in a shop. It's just been, in my attic, in my bedroom, then in the attic again. It's been doing the sort of back and forward throughout the years. Oh, looks like something there. What's that say? What is that? Oh, wow. Never noticed that before. That says 1942. So, yeah, Second World War. Never ever noticed that before. How incredible is that? 1942, folks. Is that on that side? Oh no, it's not on that side. That's mad. So that's all genuine stuff. So yeah, stretcher bearer, folks. Help me out with that one. So yeah, help us out there, folks. Appreciate that. Right, second segment. Here we go. Right, so this is a GRE, I believe. It's a PSR-255. This is a professional scanner receiver. Purchased this many moons ago. I think it was early 2000s from a mate Colin's dad in the pub, I believe. And I had it for over a decade. And never really used it, never really got anything on it. But I was using it the other day. I thought I'd pop up and have a go on it. You never know what you're going to find, folks. I've erased everything on it. We'll start from scratch and see if we can pick up anything. Certain signals I know are illegal to listen to. So you've got to be mindful there, folks. Because obviously this is, it's private conversations. You can't access police or emergency services anymore because that's all encrypted under, is it Tetra or something like that they use? And yeah, so this will be picking up CBs and all that stuff. I can't remember. Bear with me. So this radio has band presets. You can't change them. It's built into the thing. You can't change them. And that's 26 to 54 megahertz. And then you've got the next band, 68 to 88 megahertz. Then the next band, 137 to 174 megahertz. And then the last band is 380 to 512 megahertz. So you've got all those ones, and it scans through those frequencies there. And if you find something, then you can save it and program it in, because you've got 50 channels on this, so you can program it in. The Dover Citadel, the former Dover Immigration Removal Centre, and it was a Borstal and young offenders, obviously, back in the day. It was a Napoleonic fort called the Citadel up on the Western Heights. You've probably seen videos on it in the past anyway, folks. Someone's bought it now, it's in private hands. And I was shocked to see the other day, I was up there, it's the same day I was using this with my wife up there, and part of the old works department up there, it's probably dated 1950s, something like that. It's not old, but it's like part of it's fallen off, and like there's a big hole in the side of the building. Check this out. You know me, folks, I notice a lot of things. Citadel, which is owned by someone now, isn't it? It's not prison service anymore. And I noticed, looking up there, part of it looks broken, part of the old works department. Take a look at this. That is broken, isn't it?
It looks like a great big hole.
Yeah, they want to sort that out. Remember, folks, it's not as old as the Napoleonic fort, but it's still history. It's part of the old Borstal, all the old young offenders. So yeah, they need to sort that out. Indeed. Yeah, and I mean, I don't know what's going on there. I don't know if they're going to pull them buildings down or what, but I was quite shocked to see, because I was hoping that the new owners are going to look after the site. Because when it was in prison service or the Ministry of Justice hands, they looked after the site and stuff like that. And now it's in private hands, who knows what can happen, folks. There's a big old site up there. But I'm hoping the owner actually looks after it. So fingers crossed there, folks. And there's things going on up there that will be quite interesting in the future. So we'll stay tuned to that. Right, the one you've been waiting for, the bunker updates. So yes, I've got some paint, folks, and this is what happened. Let's go. Right, how are we doing, folks? Right, time has come. Got this paint here. Was it Santex? This is a pure brilliant white, 7.5 litres, I think it is. And yeah, we're going to give this a coat and take it from there. It's going to have two coats. There's parts of this wall that I need to figure out. The plug socket needs to come off the wall, because because obviously I've got to go behind that. And we have some cracks either end that need filling before, well, I could paint it, or just cut it back out, it's not a big deal. But yeah, let's get this off. Brilliant white, imagine if it was black. Whoa. I've got a stick from the garden because you've got to stir it, folks. Hopefully it's good enough.
Nice. Mind the teas don't go.
Yeah. This is masonry paint, folks. I know it's inside, but it does get cold and damp in here sometimes, so why not use it? I'm going to use glass. You know what I mean?
Shall we move the pot back a bit so it's not half off the table?
It's alright, yeah.
See that going everywhere.
Cool, imagine dropping it. Oh. And I'll pop it on here. And this is sort of water based, I believe, so the brushes can be cleaned in the sink afterwards, which is always a bonus. Pop that on the lid. And this is the brushes also, we got cheap one, £4.98 I believe. So let's give it a go. I've brushed the walls down, but the mortar's very, very sandy. And it just comes off still. So how much do you brush? So we're just going to apply it close. See how we go. Then 2 ways.
Oh, it's good paint, isn't it?
Oh, it's sick, isn't it?
Yeah.
Looks better already, doesn't it?
It does. It's going to brighten it up a lot as well.
Yeah. So there's going to be a lot of holes to cover. I think this is quite textured. It's not smooth brickwork. So it's... This is going to break, I can feel it.
Oh, really?
£4.98, folks, right?
Get what you pay for.
Yeah. Right, so let's set a time lapse and take it from there. Yeah, it's going on nicely. It's gone a bit yellow here though. Don't know if you can see that. It comes up slight. Don't know if it's my eyes. But don't know why that is. Brush the whole wall down to an extent. How much? Where do you stop when you're brushing? Because dust keeps coming off of it. So you have to stop somewhere surely. But yeah, it's like the bricks are very. If you come down close, the bricks are very. They've got lots of texture to it. And it takes a bit of brushing to get it actually into the grooves of the brick. They're rough, they're not smooth bricks. So this is where it's taking the time. And there's a lot of obviously holes and stuff like that. But we'll get in there. First coat anyway. Hopefully that yellow isn't going to be a problem. Well, if this is the first coat, we have to buy another paint to do another coat over the top to stop it yellowing. I don't know. This is masonry paint, which is for bricks and masonry, folks.
It's going to make it all look so much brighter though.
Brighter, yeah. The idea of this is to make it look more like a bunker, basement type thing. You know, when you think of basements, you think white walls. So that was my idea there. We was originally going to paint it the same colours as the plotting rooms, like a, what was it, a crew, it was like a blue maybe, then it had a red line halfway up, and then the top would be like a cream colour. But I decided against that in the end. I thought it was just too much. Let's just get it painted, and the floor is going to be black, masonry paint. So yeah, we'll continue getting this section done, and then give you another little update, folks. So see you in a bit. Right. So far so good, folks. So this, what's it called? Sandtex. Seems to be okay so far. If it's all yellow in the morning, folks, we have a problem. But yeah, that's not bad at all, is it?
Looks great, darling.
Good start. Better than it was, eh? A special thanks to my wife who's filming right now. Thank you very much.
Anything for you.
And yeah, thanks very much for watching, folks. See you next week for another Bunker Wednesday, I guess. So see you soon.